Monday press conferences, right after, I kind of talked to you, seemed like hours before. Normally not a lot changes, but, for us yesterday, we stunk up the place in the first half. And second half, we did some things better. Didn't do enough to win a football game. We need to play better in a lot of different areas. Offensively, some of the things that we've talked about. Starts up front. We didn't do a good job up front. Never got the running game going. And passing game-wise, you got to be able to protect the football. We didn't protect the football, which put us in a hole a little bit. Couldn't get out. Defensively, we didn't handle their pass well early on. Had opportunities, big third down, and let them scramble around and score. They get that first touchdown pass put us on our heels, but did a lot of things better. We've done a lot of things better. Defensively, we play. We were playing really bad run defense, but last two games we played better, and we played better on that game. But score's what it is, and you look at that video, and then we have to move on and get ready for a big week. We realize, who's coming to town, and I'm talking about the football team that's coming into town and what all that brings with us. We need a win, so things don't go well. You want to get back home, of course, and play. Injury-wise, the guys from yesterday's game, we're still evaluating. I said yesterday, Rex Burkhead was in a concussion protocol. Chris Harris went out with a shoulder injury. Derek Stingley still has a mild hamstring, getting better. Take your question.
Coach, what is it going to be like to prepare for a quarterback like Deshaun Watson, who has been away from the game for a while, and this is going to be his first game back? How do you evaluate him, or how do you go and get prepared for him, knowing that he's been away from the game so long?
There's not a whole lot of video on him, is there? We have a whole lot of it, though. No, he hadn't played in a long period of time, but he's a heck of a football player. I know that. And I assume playing quarterback is a lot like riding a bike. It comes back to you fairly quick. I know he's been practicing with them. They've been playing good football. Adding Deshaun, of course, will make them that much better. But they beat a good Tampa team yesterday. They played good football throughout. Balanced attack offensively. Have a running game, excellent running backs. Superstars on the defensive side of the ball. That'll be a big test for us.
Lovie, can familiarity help, and also he's familiar with you all, does he get that work both ways?
Well, when you say I assume yes, some, but it's been a long period of time, and I think most of our guys, a lot of the guys we have didn't play with Deshaun, and again, it's so much more. We played an outstanding quarterback yesterday, but it was more than just a quarterback, and that'll be the case this week.
Coach, Derek Stingley missed his second game. Now, after watching the film, what type of impact did you see the secondary have with him not being out there?
It's tough when you lose your one corner, but that's life in NFL too. Guys get hurt. Can't wait to get him back. But I didn't like the way we started yesterday. But in the second half, I thought the guys we did a little bit better job of covering and competing a little bit better on some of the passes.
I know you were the head coach last year, but with Deshaun sitting out and not playing, there were so many questions about him and his future and just everything with the team, and y'all were kind of done with that. And what is it like now to have to, his first game back, it's against you guys, and you kind of have to address all that stuff again?
Well, Chris, that's, you're right, it was a little bit different last year. Deshaun was in the building a little bit, but we didn't have a whole lot of interaction with him. But that is in the past. Change air codes, all that. We're just kind of, now it's just about a great quarterback coming into town that we need to get ready for, and with a history, with our franchise. I think it's just about that. As you start watching the video of them as a football team, you kind of move past that. And again, a lot of did I tell you we're playing a whole lot of young guys? They don't know a whole lot about our past and what we've done. They're just trying to get better and help us, get another win.
Is this just another example of you guys looking forward and not looking to the past and just trying to move on from kind of everything?
Yeah, I think this will probably be the final piece to that story a little bit, where Sean's back, he's playing football, and the way things go, I mean, his first game would be back down here. What a great opportunity for us too. Again, we haven't played our best ball, and a lot of people will be watching this game, and hopefully we put, best effort we've had all year.
What do you do? You talked about the slow starts, in the first half especially. What do you do this week?
Well, the last couple, I mean, they've been really slow. What do? We just, you go back, you watch what happened, I mean, the first play, we missed a block. Missed one block, put you on your heels. We got the third down, one guy kind of missed another block and give us a chance. You just keep working on it, and you can't wait for that next game to get here. And for us, I mean, this is a big game. We get another chance to prove that we can start fast. And hopefully that'll be the case this week.
The Browns this year have been susceptible to the rush a bit. When you look at Dameon Pierce in the last couple of games, reviewing the film, what things can y'all fix going into this game in the run game?
Well, as far as fixing, I talked about, I mean, we had some just, great plays by them, but, some of it is pretty basic. I mean, the running game is about one-on-one blocking up front first. It's about that, man on man. We've done that for the majority of the season. Last couple of weeks, we've kind of lost that. We got to get it back, and, better technique, better want to, and it's a must as much as anything. So, but we're not going to abandon the run. Everybody has to still be able to run the football. We just got to do it better.
You mentioned the one-on-one matchups. I mean, you mentioned briefly about going in with the pre-plan of Kenyon Green and Justin McRae.
Yes.
Can you expand on that plan and how that is going forward in his development?
Well, I've talked a little bit about the development. Yeah, we want Kenyon to develop, but you're just trying to, our plan going in is just what do we think gives us the best chance to have a successful play. And if the option that we've been going with, we feel like isn't working as well, you have to look at other options. And Justin has been around. I thought he got in. We did have a pre-plan for him to go in about the third series. That happened. I think he got about over 20 plays, something like that. Will it continue? I mean, it's like that for all positions for us. I think Kenyon did some things better yesterday. But just our overall play at the offensive line position still in what it needs to be. And just looking at the front that we have coming in here, it seems like I've been talking about a great front each week. Whenever any front with Myles Garrett on it now is pretty special.
What's your thought process when you have a young player who might be going through struggles and you have to balance whether benching somebody or letting them play through their mistakes?
Well, young player or just any player in general, you look at, all right, the option behind him. And if you feel like that's making a change would help us. So you have to, take that into play. And where we're in the season, though, some of the guys we're talking about, there's a body of work, too. Sometimes once you've seen someone for a long period of time, it's just about seeing the other option, but a little bit longer period of time. And, again, we're not trying to motivate. Yeah, we want to motivate all of our guys, but some of the little minor tweaks that we've made right now is just based on we think that second option may give us a little bit more.
Coach, you talk about the positives with this team a lot, but you're going into the third season where the team will finish under 500. You could see the big picture as far as the rebuild is concerned. But what about for the fans who can't see that, and from week to week, they have questions about where this franchise is headed? What do you tell them?
The same thing I'm telling the team and everybody else. The history behind, we can't go there. I mean, we understand. The fans that have been around a long period of time. For us, we're trying to build. It's a process that you can't skip a step. And we're not there yet. It's what we're telling them, but we're going to get there. And we work extremely hard each day to try to make that happen. I just don't think it does a lot of good to talk about some of the good things we're doing. Know what the record is. We have one win, and we need to get better in all areas, and I'm telling the fans, that's what we're trying to do.
When you have a quarterback like Allen who hadn't played a meaningful game in a really long time, and he comes in and he has the struggles that he had, do you worry about his confidence? And if so, is there anything you can do to try to make sure that doesn't become an issue?
No, because I think you have to, once you play, as you mentioned, he hadn't played a whole lot in a period of time. I think we have to assume that it's going to take a while. I mean, when I say a while, I mean the first game normally you don't sit out. Hopefully that'll be the case with Deshaun too. When you haven't played in a long period of time, there is some rust and some things that that's why starting off, Kyle was playing better football in the second half than he played in the first. Now, all right, that interception at the end, we can't have that, but just overall, we didn't score a point in the first half. We scored 15 in the second with him leading us. So hopefully that's just a part of it. You have to assume that the best ball will be a little bit later on, and hopefully this week we'll see marked improvement.
You mentioned the run defense is improving. Now that you have Nick Chubb, what is the challenges, some of the specifics about him?
Well, as we talked about, we've improved the last couple of weeks on just how we played the run. And that's about gap integrity, getting more guys to the ball, eliminating the explosive plays. He had a big explosive one, I think, to maybe help them win yesterday. And our guys, you know the running backs that you're getting ready to play. It seemed like each week there's been a special running back that we're playing, and that's definitely the case this week. Running back we're getting ready to play. It's about as good as any. And there's a commitment to the run on their part, too. We can't let them log us to sleep on, have a special quarterback coming back and they're going to throw it every snap. I don't think they're going to change exactly who they are.
Coach, is there a little bit of a concern about the slump that the sophomore class has been in? Because in addition to Davis Mills, Brevin Jordan and Garrett Waller was 2 healthy scratches on yesterday.
I mean, the sophomore class, freshman class, I mean, just us in general, we can't let there be a slump. I mean, we know what our record is, but when you're where we are right now, it's just about how do you get the bad taste out of your mouth, and that's playing another game. And this is a great opportunity that we have. I think it's kind of simple as that. I know our guys keep showing up. Yeah, there's frustration right now from a lot of people, veteran players, young players, second-year players, coaches, all of that. And we're all just working to do a lot better job, which we all need to do.
With John Bernard, we've seen him out there a little bit, just not practicing. But do you think he could return to practice this week? Is there an update on it?
I wish I could tell you. I kind of stay with that injury list as much as anything, but it's been a long period of time since Jonathan's been out. Our defensive line did some good things yesterday, though. I should mention, I've been talking about the things guys haven't done. Thought Malik Collins was outstanding with his play. Jerry Hughes has kind of played the same way most of the games he's played. But do we need to get a player like Jonathan Grenard back? Well, yeah, absolutely. He's one of our best players. We need him back out there as soon as possible. Not quite there yet. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later.
With Rex and concussion protocol, how ready do you feel Pino is to fill in for him if possible?
Well, we have. He's the next option, and we want to get a look at him. It's always about the next guy up. So things normally work themselves out, where if you deserve to get a chance, it happens. He's been here a couple of weeks now, and it's documented what type of football player. If we do need someone else to step up, it's good to have a player like that in the hole ready to go.
Take a couple more.
Coach, on yesterday, after the game, Brandon Cook said that made reference to not being the team wasn't prepared offensively from the start. Where does that type of comment stem from?
You got to talk to Brandon about that. Prepared. Well, the way we didn't play well. So to say we were ready to play, to me, it's pretty simple. How do you start out? Did you play well to start off? You're ready to play. If you don't, you're not ready. So if a guy like Brandon is saying that, one of our leaders of our football team, we weren't. That definitely wasn't the plan. And hopefully this week That happened last week. Hopefully this week we'll be better prepared, better ready to play against a good Cleveland team.
Thanks.
Thank you.